Welcome into Wrestling Spotlight. Gerald, Bentley here. We are coming to you as we ramp up to our Wrestlemania coverage, and we're joined by the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of Memphis Championship Wrestling, the Versace of Violence, the main girl herself, Nixi XS. Nixi, I wanted to have you on to just talk about. Hi, hey, thanks for coming on to the Spotlight. We've seen you in the ring with Glory Pro on the channel, and definitely wanted to get you on to talk about WrestleMania week, because WrestleMania week's a lot more than just the WWE event. It's a big week for everyone in pro wrestling. And I know you're going to have a match, at least one match up in Las Vegas. Tell me a little bit about what it means to you and other wrestlers from the St. Louis, Kansas City, Chicago, Memphis area.
Well, it's going to be a big weekend for everyone in Vegas that gets to experience me for the first time. They should be incredibly honored that I'm making the flight and, taking up my precious time.
That's right.
To perform for them. This is an easy week for me. Other people that live in St. Louis and Chicago and Memphis, this is probably the biggest, coolest thing they've ever done. And whatever, good for them. This is just another week for me. It's a fun week. It's an exciting week. Mm-hmm. It's a week where I get to show off a little bit, but let's keep in check exactly who should be honored here.
Kind of up there with like Fashion Week in Milan.
Exactly. These are things that, people around here, can't really conceive of. But it's just another week for me. It's work.
It is. And, you can see you're prevalent across the Midwest region at lots of different promotions. I just mentioned your name, and the owners of Fountain City Professional Wrestling in Kansas City were asking, how did you get her to come on? They were kind of shocked.
Yeah,
I don't know if have you been approached by the people from Fountain City Pro Wrestling?
I have. I've worked with them twice before. They're always in my DMs. They're always asking me to come in, and I'm busy a lot, So I might find some time in my schedule sometime soon. We'll see. Until they have like a women's title.
They need that.
Maybe they could bring Nixi in and get a title, and I could do a little bedazzle for them. So
something like that.
Yeah, more sparkles though. Way more sparkles. Yeah. I like the pink.
Yeah, the start. They don't really show up. The Heart of a Champion Foundation, one of our partners.
Yes.
That would be a good fit for you. And you could put some extra stones on it.
Yeah.
Well, I
never too many rhinestones.
Coming up in Las Vegas, because it's not just WWE, it's really the pinnacle of pro wrestling for the year. And Nixi, you're going to be taking on the Heartbreaker herself, Shazza McKenzie, who I know you've had a lot of matches with and kind of fought each other up and down the country. That's coming up Friday the 18th at the Future Star of Wrestling Arena. How did that show come about? What do you think we're going to see with you against Shazza in a, I believe it's the Last Showgirl Standing Match?
It is. It is a Last Showgirl Standing Match. Shazza and I are very familiar with each other. We've traveled together. We've fought each other. We've been, teamed together. We have torn each other's hair out. I know Shazza inside and out. She thinks she knows me. We'll see if she does. So, being asked to do the show in Las Vegas, a new place that hasn't gotten to experience me yet, but I will be wrestling someone I'm very familiar with. And I can tell you right now, okay? I love her. I hate her. I know her. and she's not the showgirl that I am. Okay, let's just make it very clear. Shazza McKenzie is not the showgirl that I am. She's a girl. I am the main girl. I am the showgirl. And it's going to be obvious to everyone as soon as that match starts. So, I mean, before the match even starts, as soon as they see a glimpse of me through the curtain, they'll know. But
just the walkout.
Exactly. And before I even walk out, they'll just feel the aura in the building radiating off me. It'll be obvious.
Well, and this is your venue too. I mean, this is a place that seems tailor-made for you as the Versace of Violence, because it is the shopping capital of America.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's, listen, the primary reason for my being in Vegas, wrestling, beating up girls. I do that every weekend. I can beat anyone up anywhere. But some shopping, some razzle dazzle, some stages, some nightclubs. That's the moment,
Now, outside of, I'm surprised, first time in Vegas, what are some other cities that you haven't had the chance to wrestle in yet that you're looking to go to? Because I'm sure when you're out there in the center of the ring, all eyes on you in the center of the ring, just like a circus, you're going to get a lot of attention, a lot of networking. Where else do you want to go to and take your championship aura to?
Well, one, like the Britney reference. Thank you. Also, it is not my first time in Vegas. It's my first time wrestling in Vegas. Let's make it very clear. Some places I haven't been yet. I haven't wrestled in LA. Would love to. I think the girls out there are soft, so I just need to put them in their place a little bit. Would love to wrestle in New York.
Sure.
Usually when I'm out in New York, I'm too busy, it's hard to find time in a busy schedule, but would love to wrestle out in New York.
Only so much time, right?
Exactly. Honestly, my biggest priorities are like Europe, Japan. I would like to take the show on the road a little bit. The show goes wherever I go. And, I'm in Paris, I'm in Milan, I'm in Vienna, but the girls out there haven't wanted to tussle with me. So I'm just waiting for the right opportunity.
Okay. Now, while you're in Las Vegas, after you dispatch with Shazza, is there someone else that you're targeting, someone else you know is going to be there that you think would be a good matchup?
Oh, several. How long do we have?
24/7 TV channel, so.
Oh, so we've got time. Okay. Well, there's a certain Billy Starks that was trying to get up in my business. She said after Vegas. Bitch, you can censor that. Send me your hotel room number, okay? Let me know where you're staying. We can get it done. We can get it handled right then and there, okay? We don't need to wait till after Vegas, all right? 1. 2, name's not even important, but I'm going to swear, bleep it out, okay? It's your problem.
Yeah.
All these blonde chicks with extensions that I see on every goddamn show, fight me, because I see all of you everywhere, and you just want to fight each other and do your little play thing. Fight me, duh.
You're saying they're afraid to step into the ring with you. Exactly.
I see it all the time. All right, they just want to duck me, and they want to act like they're, we're athletes. It's like, no, you're broke. Okay, that's why you look dumb. You're not sporty. You're broke.
Well,
I say it how it is. And they don't like it. Okay, They don't like it.
Well, I do like the on brand, the pink newspaper announcing your arrival in Las Vegas and other schedules available. I know you got the one show already confirmed. Are there other events during Mania week that you're already locked into?
Well, I've got a couple appearances lined up.
Okay.
So you will be seeing more of me. Can't necessarily mention all of them. But I do have some things lined up Thursday, some things lined up Friday, some things lined up
Okay.
Saturday. Sunday is pretty open, but everyone's like lame and boring and like, we want to go home on Sunday. Get over yourself. So I'm gonna be in the city, you know? There will be some places to see me. Might tease a little bit in the next couple days. We'll see. But I'll be around. You'll be seeing lots.
Okay. So where can people watching this follow you to get updates as we get closer? We're
You can
about 8
follow
days
me.
away now.
Yeah. Just a little over a week.
Mhm.
You can follow me. Twitter, Instagram are both Nixi, Nixi _PW. Same thing for my TikTok. I don't really use TikTok that much. It's so basic, gross. YouTube is the same thing. Everything's the same thing because I have brand consistency, which, you know,
Which is
do
smart.
none of you have PR people, right? Do none of you have like marketing agents? Come on, sis, get your game together. But you can follow me everywhere. I'm posting all the time. I'm sharing all the time, but only sharing what you deserve to know. So,
Well, reason to keep watching. And you do
exactly.
get all around the area because we have coming up
Mhm.
at the
Yeah.
Uprising 5. I see Amina Belmont there, Ashlyn Alexander. So
Yeah.
quite a few of the top, I guess you'd say the top women in the Midwestern scene.
Mm-mm. I would
Ivy
say,
Malibu, Shelley Benson. Of course, taking a
I would,
back seat to you.
yeah, I would say top woman and then some others. Come on. There's 6 people in that match. Who are you looking at on the poster? Me, obviously. You know, I've wrestled Amina, I've wrestled Ashlyn, and now we're on the same team. Let's be clear who the leader is. Okay.
There
It's
you go.
me.
Are they going to follow your lead? Are they good teammates?
They should, if they're smart. If they're smart, they will. But I have my doubts. I'll do my best to keep them in line, but you can't lead a dumb bitch to success. So,
Well, heavy is the crown. When you're
lots of
in Las
responsibility.
Yeah, when you're in Las Vegas, what besides the wrestling, what is it you're looking forward to doing? Is there a certain mall you're looking to go to?
So, I don't
Dinner
go to
at
malls.
dinner
Okay.
at the
I don't go
Eiffel
to
Tower,
malls. I
personal
don't go to
shopping at the
malls.
Versace store?
Yes, that's more in line. Okay.
Okay.
I have appointments. All right. I have appointments at boutiques. Okay. Other girls can go to the
Yeah.
mall. You know, I've got invite only access to anywhere I want to go. I'm not worried about seeing the fake Eiffel Tower when I've seen the real one. But, you know, it is what it is. I'll have a good time.
Yeah. Do you have the largest selection of Louis Vuitton merchandise in the world right there?
Mm-hmm.
7 stores, I think, within a 2-mile circle. So good place.
Yeah.
Well, hey, as we're winding it down here on Wrestling Spotlight, joined by Nixi XS as we're building up to WrestleMania. We'll be flying out there for Mania week coming up here next week. And stay tuned to the channel to see more interviews as we're building up to WrestleMania, including an interview with Titus O'Neil, WWE Hall of Famer, about his books and the growth of WWE. Keith Elliott Greenberg about his book, How WrestleMania 3 Changed Everything, Bigger, Better, Badder. and just some up close looks as we're building up to Mania. Right now, let's go ahead and head to our champion of the week, and I'll just ask you for your champion of the week. I think I know who you're picking.
Hey guys, it's your girl Ash by Elegance, and you're watching me on Wrestling Spotlight.
She needs to face you too. Heck, Ash by Elegance needs to answer the challenge, right?
Oh,
So,
yes, clearly.
Nixi, as we're winding it down here, who's your champion of the week? Who gets the Wrestling Spotlight Championship belt?
Is that a question? I think
It's
that's
kind of a rhetorical question.
dumb
I think I know who
question.
you're picking.
Mm-hmm. Let's ask a couple more questions just to clarify. Who's the coolest wrestler? Who's the most interesting wrestler? Who's the meanest, baddest, best, trailblazing, show-stopping, incredible, never before seen wrestler? Me. So, champion of the week, champion of the month, champion of the year, decade, millennia. It's me. It's Nixi XS.
There you go.
Obviously.
Wow.
And
Get you the
that belt would
belt.
look way cuter if you gave it to me. I could add some sparkles, make it shine a little more, and then it would really be the title.
Yeah. Oh, well, we need to get you to defend it
Yeah.
on the Midwestern circuit. That would
would
raise the
love
level
to.
of the belt.
It
Absolutely.
would. Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, just as we're winding it down here for fans that are going to be going out to Las Vegas for Mania week, you got your match already set up with Shazza McKenzie. Any words to the fans to, motivate them to head out to see you take on Shazza in the Last Showgirl Standing Match?
Well, you could see dozens of other lame, boring, faceless, nameless girls, boys, theys, thems out in Vegas. Everyone's going to be there, all right? All the little sheep will be there doing their little thing. You have one opportunity to see a real Vegas showgirl, and that's when I take on Shazza McKenzie in the Last Showgirl Standing Match. And it's obvious who the real showgirl is. So come see for yourself. If you doubt it, if you doubt me, you shouldn't, but I'll show you.
There we go. And for everyone watching, get to see one of the biggest personalities that's going to be in Las Vegas for Mania week. See her in Championship Wrestling for Memphis, Glory Pro, and many other promotions. Fortunate enough to have her grace them with her presence. Your reigning, undisputed champion of Memphis Championship Wrestling.
Exactly.
Nixi S. And Nixi, thanks for joining us here. And
you're very welcome.
Of Wrestling Spotlight TV. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And best of luck, not that you need it, in the matchup against Shazza coming up in Las Vegas on the 18th.
You're very welcome.
Thanks a lot for joining us here. Stay tuned for more sports and entertainment right here from Wrestling Spotlight TV. The action continues in the ring, and then we'll see you back as we head up to Wrestlemania. Have a great night.